everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the top two among active wide receivers in terms of career touchdown receptions. It's number 2, Brandon Marshall, and number 1, Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the New York Giants. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Stewart. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On second down, Webb. He's got his man on the crossing route. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go back to Stewart on first. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is not just a big... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Following the interception, Bradford under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
3rd and long for Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro, on to punt. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Very good return that time. $18 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Fights through and now a crease. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Stewart again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Webb set up the screen for Stewart. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Webb. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running left, it's Stewart. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Stewart on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The handoff comes to Stewart. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 31.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. A play fake, now Webb. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort. for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. First down, Bradford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Webb trying to get him to the line and set quickly.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Now Barney. Here we go. Green.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Webb. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down now, but that clock rolling.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Handoff, the fullback, Bruce Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. So 3rd and goal, Stewart. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to run. This is Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jonathan Stewart, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And now running right through it. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chandler Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Webb now from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Bradford. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Johnson on the counter. Shifts by him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Webb.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Look at this. It's the former Giant, Robert Ayers, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, Webb to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a New York first.
Here we go.
To throw, Webb. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Webb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Jonathan Stewart, his 20th carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They'll let Stewart try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 77 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. First down, it's Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, now look
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb, he's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And some space here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, 44 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Stewart on the counter. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Ayers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Webb, a dump off here to Stewart. And he is knocked down from the side. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cards, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.